Booktube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my 10 mystery books that I think you should read in 2019. I have a mixture of adult and YA, mostly adult, a couple of YA. These are the best mysteries that I own, that I really love, that I've given 4 or 5 stars to, that I think that you will enjoy. These are mostly murder mysteries, and yeah, we all have different tastes. I don't know if I have to say this in every single video, but if you don't like these books, that's okay. So let's get started. The first one that I want to talk about is Shutter Island by Dennis Lehane. I watched this movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio years and years and years ago, and I kind of forgot the ending of the movie. Like I thought I knew what the plot was, and so when I went into this book and I read it, I was shocked at the end, thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe I had forgotten that. And at one point I did get rid of this book. I used to have a mass market paperback, and I picked this one up like last year or the year before, because even though I know the ending, it is a really good story, and I think I will reread it. So if you haven't read Shutter Island, it's got a really good twist at the end. I would definitely recommend. The next book I want to talk about is In the Woods by Tana French. I am currently reading Fateful Place, which is book 3 in the Dublin Murder Squad series. They follow different cops in each book, so you actually don't have to read it in order technically. This one is the first book, and then I did read the second one, which is The Likeness, which is also a really good murder mystery. The one I'm currently reading right now hasn't grabbed me just yet, but I'm hoping towards the end it gets better. But this one was a good start. If you like police, not actually procedurals, well, yeah. If you like police based mysteries, then this is really good. Did that make sense? Hopefully. All right, the next book I want to talk about is a straight mystery, and that is The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. This is about a woman who receives a letter in the mail from an elderly author, and our main character writes biographies about people, and the lady who wrote her the letter would like her to write a biography about her. But the girl doesn't really want to. She's kind of iffy because the woman that she's supposed to write the biography about is a recluse, and when she arrives, she says, you know, well, I'll give it a few weeks, because she's supposed to live there while the lady tells her story. And it's such a good book. I was thinking that I would hate this, but it was absolutely fantastic. The next one is a YA, and that is I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. This is about Jasper Dent, who is the son of a famous serial killer in his town. One day, a girl is murdered in kind of the same fashion that his father used to kill women, and so Jasper feels it's his duty to solve this mystery. Who is the killer of these more recent deaths, and is it maybe a copycat? He's also trying to clear his name so that way the town doesn't think it's him, so he feels like he has to do all of the investigating before allowing the police to do it. I really liked it. This is the first book in a trilogy, so I'm looking forward to picking up the next. Another YA I have is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallero. I just read this year, and it is a very cute mystery about Charlotte Holmes and Watson. What's the boy's name? I forgot. The boy's name is it Jamie? It is Jamie. Jamie Watson. These two teens they know that their family is famous and that books have been written about them. They're just trying to live up to their ancestors. So Charlotte is just like her ancestor Sherlock Holmes, where she's very clever and she likes to solve mysteries and puzzles, but she also has a little bit of a drug problem. And then we have Jamie Watson, who is loyal till the end, who just wants to be friends with Charlotte and wants to help solve the mysteries as well. So very cute. I loved it so much that I ended up buying the other 2 books in the series. Next we have another YA, and that is The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. This is considered a mystery. It's a murder mystery, but we already know who the murderer is. The mystery is, will he be caught? Right? This also has a little bit of like magical realism in it. I don't know. It was considered a mystery on Goodreads, and I'm just going to continue with that and say it is a mystery, although it's an iffy mystery. Book is another YA, and that is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Moniskalsko. This is the first book in another trilogy or series. I really like Jack the Ripper, and this girl, I don't know if she's in every single book, but I believe it follows different villains in literature. So we have Jack the Ripper. Our main character likes to work with her uncle, who is a mortician, and so she's learning the trade, which isn't good for girls in this time. And there is a bunch of murders taking place, and her uncle allows her to come with him to check out the bodies, or at least when he brings the bodies back, she's allowed to look at it and help him figure out what's going on. So yeah, they're trying to find Jack the Ripper, who is the one killing all the people in London. Really enjoyed it. The twist at the end I didn't see coming either, which isn't very far off for me because I am so gullible. I normally don't know who the killer is, but I liked the ending. All right. The next book is an adult, and that is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. This is another murder mystery. We have, well, I said all of them are pretty much murder mysteries. It's about a girl who falls from a building. Everyone says that it was suicide, but an investigative journalist, our main character, doesn't believe that is the case. He does believe that she was murdered, and so he goes along throughout the story following clues to figure out how and why this happened, and along the way he picks up 2 side characters that help him. The ending was amazing, and yeah, I just really liked this book. A lot of people like this book, and if you haven't picked this up and you've been wanting to, I definitely would. It's a really good mystery. I didn't expect it. 2 books I want to share are both adult, and the next one is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. This is, again, the first book in a series following Robert Langdon, who is a Harvard symbologist. So he kind of like is a historian? He is kind of like a historian or like an archaeologist. Like he has studied symbols from our past and knows what they all mean. So there is an Illuminati conspiracy going on, and the murder mystery has to do with the Illuminati and symbols, and so Robert Langdon is called to investigate. I really enjoyed this. I read it a super long time ago, and I saw the movie. I liked the book better, obviously, and yeah, if you like mysteries about the Illuminati or like the conspiracy about it, or even like religion itself, I really enjoy watching TV shows about religion. It's very fascinating to me. So this is very religious based. He has to run around churches and he goes to the Vatican. So very fun. Absolutely loved this book. And the last book I chose is the one that I like the best out of the writers books that she has written, and that is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. All of her books are considered mysteries and thrillers, I would say, maybe. Hold on. Let's look up what thriller means. Okay, so a thriller is a novel, play, or movie with an exciting plot, typically involving crime or espionage. Okay, so there is a crime, but there's no espionage, and it is exciting, but there's no action. So I'm not going to consider this a thriller. I'll just say it's a mystery. It's about a married couple who are on the rocks. Nick comes home from the bar one day and finds his wife is missing. The house is ransacked. There's blood in the kitchen. He calls the police, and the first thing the police do is not frame him, but make sure that he is the sole suspect. The entire book, you don't know who to root for. You're hoping that Nick is innocent, but at the same time, he's very slimy. He's like a slimy character, and so you also, even though you kind of know that he can't be the person behind his wife's murder, you kind of hope he does get charged for it because he's such a terrible character. That's one of the things that Gillian Flynn does very well. She writes terribly horrible characters, people that you will hate immediately, and the only reason why you continue reading her books or picking up new books that she has written is because the stories are so well done. The plot just continues to move forward, even though you hate the characters. So I'm leaving you on kind of a depressed note because I hated this book, but I also loved it. Does that make sense? It was just awful and good at the same time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your favorite mysteries are. I have an entire shelf just full of mysteries, like regular, fun mysteries. We have, like this. I wanted to talk about Jacoby, but this is more of a paranormal mystery because we have a detective in here, but he's a paranormal detective. This is also YA. I might show this book in my paranormal reads. But yeah, I have a ton of mysteries, so I might even have ones that you are interested in reading. Maybe we can buddy read them in 2019. I'm hoping to do themed months in 2019 where I kind of stick to one genre, or like the majority of the books will be one genre, so I can get more of these books read from my shelves. And that is it. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a good week, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.